We've just witnessed the very first offset packaging printing company get its FOGRA certification in India. And I'm now talking to Jürgen from FOGRA here in Germany. Jürgen, good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
I mean, I have heard about FOGRA forever. When I do my InDesign work, I always pick the FOGRA standard fitting to my paper. And I mean, I'm actually very honored to be on your booth today. But I guess it must also be nice for you to sign up for something that you're working so intensively with in a market like India, because this is like the first step of a potential huge opportunity for FOGRA, right?
Yes, that's right. I'm also very proud of it, that this worked. We have at the moment certifications all around the world, but not in India yet. So this was the first step, hopefully, to also enter the Indian market.
So what is the process? Because you said that also with future schools, you said it was like the first partner you have in India, and now we have the first partner, you have the first customer in India. What are the processes in order to become, let's say, a partner and also a FOGRA printing company?
So if you want to become a partner, you have to attend a training at FOGRA, which I am leading this training, and afterwards you write a written test. And if you pass the test, then you're an official PSO partner. And if a print shop wants to become PSO certified, they usually contact our local partners, and then they discuss the further steps. So it's not only the certification test itself. Many print shops also need preparation in advance, but this must be discussed individually which consultancy and training steps are necessary.
And I guess that is because, I mean, if to comply to the standards is basically that you need to have a consistency in your processes. You need to be sure that the technical side of the printing process complies to reaching the objectives of the color standards and things like that. So is that something that is it difficult to become a FOGRA partner?
Yeah, I would think it's not so easy, but the people who apply for FOGRA partnerships usually are already print experts.
Yeah.
So for them, usually it's not a big thing. But when I remember the history of my partner trainings, there also have been the one or the other who failed the test.
I have to ask you a question because, I mean, when you work in the printing space, you of course understand that there are many standards. There can be the ISO standards, there can be the FOGRA standards, there can be other standards also within the color management. So what is the biggest, because in India I think that, for example, G7 is quite dominant compared to now FOGRA for the first time. What is the advantages of being a FOGRA, let's say, a printing company?
So the PSO, in contrast to the G7, is fully standard compliant. So if you work according to PSO, you also work according to the ISO 12646.2. And furthermore, we think that PSO is very easy to use. You have certain parameters, you have tolerances for these parameters, and if you're not inside, you know what to change in your process so that you come inside of the tolerance range.
And I guess that, of course, it's nice to work in an organization that has been so influential in the world, that to get a whole continent convinced that this is the right way must be super exciting, right?
Definitely. I'm really happy and also proud. And with the help of Pradeep, I hope we will have success in India.
And there's a lot of printers to start from, right?
I guess, yes.
I know. I can tell you, I was giving a presentation to, I think it was 140 printers just in Hyderabad, and that was just a fraction of it. Okay. So I think there's a lot of potential there. Right?
There should be much more than in Germany, definitely.
I'm sure about that. Yeah. Congratulations, and thank you for your time.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay.